All right, guys, another alert day today.
Hello, hello.
It's going to be a hot one. Meteorologist Kaylee Bowers and meteorologist Matt Willoughby in. Temperatures are climbing. That's all I'm going to say. It's going to be very hot, which is why we have issued that alert day for today, Matt. We are live on Facebook and also live on YouTube as well. Got to give a shout out to our digital team, especially Carmen, our digital producer, who's monitoring all of this and keeping us updated. So give her a shout out. But also, if you guys have any questions, feel free. We're going to be looking at our phones. We have our computer over here. So, Matt, let's talk a little bit more about this alert day. It's because of the summer heat.
Yes, and yeah, that's pretty much summer heat, and like right now, it's about 2 o'clock, so we're really getting into that peak heating time. This is really when we're going to start to see those hot temperatures, likely the one of the hotter temperatures of the day right now. And you can see that highs in the mid 90s. I'm pretty sure we're into the upper 80s, pretty much lower 90s right now as far as temperatures go. So we're still climbing out there, and feel like temperatures likely into the upper 90s right now. So this is really the time you need to hydrate. This is the time we were talking about, and this is the time that, why we issued this alert day, because we're talking some extreme heat right now. So please take those breaks and seek that shade and AC as we go throughout the next several hours.
Yeah, we're going to have more tips throughout this live as well. So anything, if you have questions, comments, concerns, we're going to get through all of that. But something really interesting, even though it's a hot one, even though we are under that alert day for today, we're not going to break our record high for August 27th at all. In fact, back in 1993, so 31 years ago, that was our record high of 99. It's going to feel that hot.
Yeah, definitely going to feel that hot, but sadly not going to break that record. And we did see a couple other days right around 1993 where we did break a couple of records, but not record heat at least for today.
Yeah, it looks like we might be having some technical difficulties, so please be patient. Thank you so much for understanding and being kind to us. Looks like we're seeing a little bit of that spinning wheel. There we go. You never know what's going to happen, but of course the WTOL 11 Weather team keeps you updated again, both on air and online. So let's get right to your hour by hour forecast, because Matt, by 3 o'clock, so in the next hour, we have schools letting out, we have practices. In fact, I know already Perrysburg schools have canceled any practices between about, I don't want to give the wrong times, but they had that out on their Twitter page. But I mean, it's hot, feels like temperatures upper 90s, triple digits, and this will carry on throughout your commute time as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, when you just said that prime time, we're talking, schools let out typically. So those high schools around 2:30, even elementary, middle school. So this is like prime heat right now. And you saw at 3 o'clock, we're already seeing those triple digit feel like temperatures coming as well. Around 5 p.m., that's when a lot of people are getting off of work as well. A lot of people going to the grocery store. So yeah, all the car safety is definitely going to be on high alert as you go throughout this afternoon and evening. You can fast forward this as well. We're talking still triple digit feel like temperatures and even upper 90s in places like Upper Sandusky, Tiffin, and Fremont. So either way you look at it, it's just downright going to be hot outside.
Yeah, and even Port Clinton, even though they're seeing temperatures, feels like temperatures in the low 90s, once it hits that 90-degree mark, it is hot no matter what. And even later on tonight, we're kind of wrapping up the day. Some of us already asleep. Feels like temperatures still upper 80s and the low 90s. And then looking ahead towards tomorrow morning, Matt, I always say cool loosely this time of year because these 70s are still fairly warm, but this will be relief compared to what we are seeing for this afternoon.
Yeah, it will be a much relief for tomorrow. As we go throughout your Wednesday, lower 70s by the morning hours, even still upper 70s by Wednesday morning. So we'll get some relief from the heat, but still rather warm outside, upper 80s by at least 12 p.m. So it'll still be, like I said, somewhat warm, similar to actually what we saw Sunday into Monday, where it was in the lower 90s. That humidity going to be slightly less, but still going to be humid outside. But today, like a day where, all the ingredients came together with the, humidity, the dew points just downright hot outside. And that's why typically, we issue that alert day. Mid-90s and triple-digit heat indices. Definitely warn for the alert day just to keep you safe and to keep you safe from all that heat out there for today.
And it's not just us here in Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan. I'm going to actually go back to this more regional view from Ohio to Indiana, Michigan, Illinois, Wisconsin, parts of Iowa, Missouri, even a little bit into Arkansas and a little bit into Kansas as well. We're really watching those reds and those purples that you see, but of course we always like to localize to your hometown. This is kind of the area we're watching from St. Louis to Waterloo, Chicago, Green Bay, Cincinnati. Us here in Toledo, kind of a major hot spot for that heat risk. So whether you're traveling or not, whether you have loved ones across the region, a lot of people impacted from the heat. Matt, you mentioned the humidity as well. That's a big thing we're focusing on.
Yeah, it definitely is, especially for this week where, you got dew points. Typically, we don't see that in Northwest Ohio all the time. We've seen it before, but like dew points in the lower 70s, that's really, really muggy outside and very tropical feel almost.
Yeah.
And that's actually still going to continue as we go throughout Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And I did a study a couple of weeks ago where, like, when it's humid outside, you really can't really feel that,
No.
relief from the hot. This pretty much because it's so humid and your body can't release that sweat to cool you down.
It's really just not pleasant. Mother Nature said, okay, even though kids are in back to school, we had a taste of false fall last week. We're still going to give you that summer heat and that humidity. So again, we are in that alert day for today, which is why we are on a 4 out of 5 for this scale as far as that impact level goes. Again, if you are just tuning in on Facebook and YouTube, we're forecasting highs in the mid 90s, but feeling into the triple digits. In fact, this will be the hottest day since, I believe, June 17th is the last time we saw temperatures around 99 degrees. Again, we didn't break that. We're not going to break that record set back in 1993, but still, it's been overall a fairly mild summer.
Yeah.
Again, I say this because it's still
Say
warm.
it loosely, yeah, still. But
Exactly. But Matt, you had a really good explanation with this last night. Why don't we talk more about heat exhaustion versus heat stroke as well?
Yeah, so this is something that always need to take serious. Of course, when you're hot and everything, but sometimes like that heat can creep up on you, especially so with heat exhaustion. These symptoms will be excessive sweating, faint or dizziness, those muscle cramps, and that can easily happen during those soccer practices, football practices, even cross country practices. So make sure always use that buddy system. Alert your coach or alert your boss if you are feeling any of these symptoms. So get to a cool area. It's okay to take those breaks. I know practice you want to work on your craft and everything, but it's okay to take those breaks.
Yeah.
It's okay to drink that water and at least get into air conditioning for a little bit just to cool yourself down. And of course, heat stroke, one of the more serious ones to talk about.
And one thing that we always mention, when you think of fatalities in weather, you think, okay, it's tornadoes, it's hurricanes, it's thunderstorms, it's ice, it's cold. No, it's the heat. Heat is the number one weather-related fatality. So this is why we're always saying, please take it seriously. You made a good point right there. Your coaches are always pushing you to, be tough, get out there and just kind of basically man up. But your health and safety is more important. So please hydrate, take those breaks, especially in the shade. And I think some of the schools are already doing a good job of calling off these practices, calling off these games, or bringing them inside because it is just so important to stay safe. And again, meteorologist John Birchfield made this graphic. He's a runner. He was out running this morning, I guarantee it, and he was finding ways to stay safe from this heat because he drinks water. He adds a lot of electrolytes, drinking that every 15 to 20 minutes. Matt and I both have our water bottles right here. The sunscreen, that's important. Even if you're inside, apply that every 2 hours. Take those breaks in the shade. And a big thing also, wear that loose, light-fitted clothing. Don't wear those navy blues, the blacks, the browns, the dark grays. And you want your outfits to be also loose fit because if your outfits are too tight, it can restrict that regulation of trying to breathe and it's struggling. But we also have more tips, Matt, when it comes to sports and safety.
Yeah, exactly. And like some of those, we always talk about one of the, first base things we talk about is hydrate. Of course, it's easier said than done sometimes. But make sure you're drinking that water before, during and after. If you're at work though, make sure you're hydrating before you even get to work. If you're just kind of waiting to go to work the morning of, make sure you're hydrating then, make sure you're hydrating during, and even after your done work either outside or exercising outside, it's very key to still keep hydrating. And of course, like Katie said, wear those light colored clothes. I know I used to always love black, wearing black sometimes. I was extremely hot, but I was okay. I need to wear the more loose fit, light colored clothes, and it did give me some relief. And of course, the early morning, late evening hours, typically the best times. And we did just talk about it. Know the signs of heat-related illnesses. We have that pretty much on our website as well. If you really want to deep dive into that and see all those pretty much heat-related illnesses and the signs of it and how to pretty much help yourself from it, we have all that on our website as well.
So a lot of wonderful information at WTOL.com. Do have a couple people asking about what about their town, what about their city. Going to go through the hour-by-hour forecast one more time, at least for this afternoon. The graphic we are going to show you, this is our feels-like temperatures for this afternoon. Again, we are under that alert day for this evening. So right now, 3 o'clock almost. Well, granted, it's 2 o'clock, but within the next about 53 minutes, we're going to be seeing those feels-like temperatures already starting to creep into the upper 90s from Wauseon to Adrian, Defiance, Bryan, even Hillsdale. around 100 to 101 degrees. Fast forward practices, picking up the kids from after school activities, you're going home from work. A good portion of the area seeing those triple digit feels like temperatures now carry on, like Matt said, not only for your evening commute, but also into those evening hours. And eventually we get out of those triple digits, but it's still going to be hot going to bed tonight.
And like, keep in mind as well, like we stopped this at 10 p.m. We're talking sun already down, and it's still feeling like 90 degrees outside. So
Yeah.
just still keep in mind, even in like if you want to go for a run tonight, it's still going to be rather humid and rather hot. Typically, of course, we'll always sometimes see most of that heat from the sun, but like still going to be hot after sunset
Yeah.
and well into the night hours of tonight.
And no, Matt, you were outside for our noon broadcast earlier.
Yes, I was.
It was a hot one.
Yes.
You mentioned you were sweating. You were you felt kind of just icky because it was hot. It was
Yeah.
humid. You had your water bottle. You were doing all the necessary things to stay safe and prepared. Now, one really cool thing, meteorologist Ryan Weekman, he let you borrow his thermometer.
Yes.
We forgot about it, but we're also watching the current temperatures right now. So it's currently 2:08 p.m. and Toledo has now hit 91 degrees. I mean, Wasion's at 95, Oak Harbor's at 94, Tiffin's at 92, Upper Sandusky is at 90 degrees. And this isn't our feels like temperatures, this is the current air temperature outside
Yes.
right now. And we're gonna be forecasting those highs again in the mid 90s for this afternoon with those triple digit feels like temperatures once this graphic will start to load. There we go. I mean, talk about a roller coaster.
Yeah, it is still really honestly gonna be hot as we go throughout your Wednesday as well. So we do have that alert day for today as well, but it's still gonna be continually be hot during the week. We're talking Wednesday, lower 90s, and Thursday we get some relief from it, mid 80s, but we're right back into the lower 90s even by Friday, and by Saturday into Sunday, nice relief, mid 80s, and Monday and Tuesday is something I know a lot of people are looking forward to, upper 70s.
I think it's rare people say, oh, I'm excited for Monday, but I
Yeah.
think we're going to be looking forward to Monday this
Without a
upcoming
doubt,
week.
yeah.
As of now, the next best chance for us to see around average temperatures, not until Sunday.
Wow.
So you can see our average highs right there at the bottom of those blue boxes. Right now it's around 83. By next Thursday, 81. So as we kind of end summer, I mean, technically meteorological fall begins on Sunday. So we're starting to think fall, feel fall, but again, that alert day is in effect for today. We're tracking extremely hot summer-like temperatures, humidity, even a few isolated showers and thunderstorms are possible overnight into Wednesday morning, but really focusing on that alert day
Yes.
for today. So we have team coverage starting at 4 o'clock this afternoon. Again, we will be live both on air and online. And if you guys have any questions between now and then, feel free to email us, shoot us a message on social media. Until then, stay safe, stay hydrated, and stay weather, where we'll see you guys later on. Bye, guys.